Good morning. I would like to call to order this meeting of your Fremont County Board of County Commissioners. Thank you for being here with us this morning. I would like to ask Don Brightwell from Light Behind the Door Ministries to come up for the invocation, and please rise for that, as well as the Pledge of Allegiance to follow. Thank you.
Madam Chairman and Commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to be here. I invite you to join me in prayer. Almighty God and Father, we acknowledge, along with the psalmist, that you are great and highly to be praised, gracious and merciful, generous in your loving kindness, and good to all. We thank you for your hand in our lives, for sustaining and prospering our community. And we thank you for these servants of public trust who faithfully represent the citizens of Fremont County and provide leadership and direction on our behalf. We pray this morning that you would give wisdom and clarity, along with a spirit of grace and humility, in the discussions and the decisions that are made here. We ask for your continued care for our county, our state, and our country, praying all this in the name of the one who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Present.
Commissioner Payne.
Present.
Commissioner McFall.
Present.
County Attorney Jackson.
Present.
County Manager Bryant.
Present.
Planning and Zoning Director Koch.
Present.
We turn next to the approval of today's agenda, and I understand we have a minor change we need to make. Commissioner Payne?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, we do have one change. We will add new business number 2, Heritage Semi-Annual Report, and move number 2 down to number 3. The proclamation for the Celebration of Arts will be the new number 3. And with that, I would make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second that.
We do have a motion and second to approve today's agenda with the change of adding a new number 2 for a Heritage Commission semi-annual report and moving number 2 down to number 3. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Up next is our consent agenda. We are scheduling a public hearing with this 2 weeks from today at 10 o'clock in the morning on August 22nd. We will be holding a public hearing for a temporary use permit for Diana's Pumpkin Patch to run from September 23rd through October 31st at 1649 Poplar Avenue. So that's always a very popular event here in Fremont County. I know my grandkids had a really good time there last year. So if you have anything you'd like to say about Diana's Pumpkin Patch, you can give us a telephone call, send it to us an email, or show up for the public hearing on that day.
Madam Chair, with that, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve today's consent agenda. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Up next is administrative and informational topics, and we will begin with staff and elected officials. We have a county clerk's monthly report this morning,
Yes.
and I'm assuming Dottie's going to.
I will give
She
it.
is prepared to give it to us.
Katie's in training the next 3 days for elections, so I will report it for her.
So this is Dottie Garduno,
Yes, Chief Deputy.
Chief Deputy. All right.
Okay, so for July of 2017, the total motor V's sales taxes and recording fees for collected were $1,162,339.10. Fremont County's portion for disbursement was $636,435.41, which is 55% of the total fees collected, and was $89,341.75 more than July of last year. So far we are up $436,744.59 from last year. So we're looking good.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Dottie.
You're welcome.
Gentlemen?
Make a motion that we accept the county clerk's monthly report.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the monthly report from our county clerk via Dottie. Well delivered. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And up next, we have Kathy Elliott, our county treasurer, with us. She has a county treasurer's semi-annual report to be followed by the public trustees' quarterly report. Good morning, Kathy.
Well, it's been a busy first half of the year in the treasurer's office. We are now at full staff, unless things happen and foreclosures pick up, and then we may have to discuss that. But overall, I think the semi-annual report, things are looking pretty good. Do you have any questions on the semi-annual report?
No questions here. Anything maybe out of the ordinary that you would call attention to?
No,
No, not really. Okay.
You mentioned foreclosures. Do you see that rising?
that's the next report.
That'll be in the next report, yeah. That's the public trustee side.
That's scary.
Excuse me. All right.
Okay.
Can we accept all those at the same time?
Let's accept one at a time.
Okay, Madam Chair, I move that we accept the county clerk's semi-annual report. County treasurer, sorry.
That would be the county treasurer. Okay, second.
It has been moved and seconded to accept the county treasurer's semi-annual report. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Payne?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And now, Kathy, let's turn to the public trustees' quarterly report.
All right, so releases of deeds of trust, we have done 479. Foreclosures initiated were 23. We have 41 foreclosures so far for this year as of the end of June. Last year, we were at 51, same time. So we're looking at probably less than 100 unless something tragic happens.
And that number has dropped dramatically in the last few years,
It
correct?
has. The highest we had was 366.
Wow.
So, yes.
think
So
that's-
it's nice because we're able to utilize the people in the office, and we're getting some stuff done that we've needed to have done for a while. So,
I think that's great news for the folks of Fremont County.
yeah, absolutely.
Further questions for Kathy?
Oh, Madam Chair, I move to accept the public trustees' quarterly report.
Second.
We do have a motion and second on the floor to accept the public trustees' really good quarterly report, so we appreciate that. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. Sunny Bryant, our county manager, has a county manager report for us this morning. Good morning, Sunny.
Well, those two reports are very hard to follow. I don't have any good news of lots of money coming in or anything, so you'll just get to hear the boring meetings that I've attended over the last couple of months. So on Thursday, July 27th, we had another safety committee meeting. So we are working towards doing some safety improvements throughout the building. One of the big things that we're doing right now is actually trying to get a couple of AEDs throughout the county. So we have a few buildings that we're going to be putting them in, getting some training done on that. So we're pretty excited to be moving forward with some of those items. On Thursday, August 3rd, the commissioners and I met with some individuals from the El Paso County Recovery Team, the National Resource Conservation Services, the coalitions and collaboratives, Representative Wilson, staff from Congressman Lamborn's, and staff from Senator Gardner's office. And I think I might have got everybody, along with the Fremont County Emergency Management, just to kind of discuss some of the things that they've learned when they were trying to do the recovery from some of their fires, and some ideas that they could give us for funding options and stuff. So it was a very good meeting, and hopefully we can get some things going for the Hayden Pass fire scar that we have up there. On Thursday, August 3rd, the HR director and I attended the equipment rodeo out at Pathfinder Park, so that was always a fun event to go to. Our road and bridge department, they do a wonderful job in putting that on, and actually have a lot of other entities that participated, and there's some really talented people out there, so it's always fun to go out and watch. And then just a couple of items that we have coming up. We're already starting the 2018 budget, so it's hard to believe that it's that time of the year. I'm not sure where this summer has gone. But we are going to be getting all of the information out to the departments and asking for requests to come in by September 11th, and then I'll start compiling that and meeting with the commissioners. And then we have hired a care manager person for our sobering center that we're working to open up. So that person has started. He's been going for about a week and a half now. So we're really excited to get him out here into the community and start hopefully making a huge impact. And then today I'm actually meeting with the group from the University of Colorado Architectural Department, and we're going to be looking at the search and rescue building out at the Sheriff's Department to try to see what improvements we could potentially make and look at some grant funds that we can go for to help with those. So that's all I have.
All right, it's been very busy.
Yes.
And don't put down all those meetings because we generally sit in those with you.
That is true.
We're usually right alongside. So.
They're wonderful meetings. We have
That's what
a
I
great time.
thought. All right, thank you so much for that, Sunny. I would like to report that your 3 commissioners all went to Penrose last Saturday and showed up for the Penrose Fire Department's open house. The gentlemen were there a little bit earlier than I was, but I showed up later. I was waiting for my grandkids to show up at my house, so I wanted to take them. And I showed up a little bit later, which actually was perfect because we got to watch the helicopter land. So the grandkids are really excited about that. And I always find it fascinating to see what's happening at the Penrose Firehouse because a lot of you probably know that my dad used to be a big part of that. When I was growing up out there. He was an EMT and he was a volunteer firefighter. And so I'm just really, really proud of that department and everything that they have accomplished. So that was a really great time. Also, I wanted to mention that this Friday, the Golden Age Center is going to be celebrating their 56th anniversary. They're having a high school theme this year. So they've invited me once again to go and speak a few words. So we always have a really great time reminiscing with that. So if you're interested in attending, give the Golden Age Center a call here in Canyon City and let them know. They'd be more than happy to have you. Gentlemen, any reports?
Yeah, I've got a little bit. The fair just wound up here in Fremont County, and give a big congratulations to all the kids that did projects and won awards, and even the ones that didn't win awards, because it is a good learning experience. Also, there was a really good livestock sale there on Sunday afternoon where the kids did really well. The prices were up pretty high, so congratulations to all of them. If you didn't get a chance to make it out there, you missed some fun.
I'll just add on to Sonny Bryant's report on the Hayden Pass recovery. Commissioner McFall has taken the lead on the issue out there. It's his district, but he's been actively involved with that and dealing with the federal level and the state level and a lot of bureaucracy. And so kudos to Commissioner McFall for taking that on. That's not an easy job.
Well done. I agree. All right. Anything else from staff or elected officials at this time? Moving on. It's now time for citizens who may wish to address the commissioners on a matter not scheduled on today's agenda. Do we have anyone who would like to get up and speak? All right. Let's move right into old business for consideration. Item number 1, OPC 14-006, Mile High Green Cross LLC, doing business as Mile High Green Cross LLC. This is an optional premises cultivation commercial greenhouse request for a modification. This particular item is to adopt a set of findings from the public hearing that was held 2 weeks ago on July 25th. So the commissioners met after that meeting with our county attorney and discussed a set of findings that we would like to see with this resolution. So what we have before us is resolution number 26. I would like to kind of speak just a little bit about some of our findings to give all of you an idea of why we came to the decision that we did. And then I'll see if my fellow commissioners also have anything they would like to add. So I'm not going to read verbatim the findings because we have a 4-page document. You probably don't all want to have to sit through that. One thing that we found is this second modification application is virtually identical to the first modification application that we had before us. The applicant offered no comments or explanations of how the circumstances have changed in the neighborhood to mitigate or eliminate the concerns of the board's findings that were expressed in that previous resolution, which was 18 series of 2016. A mere change in ownership of the property does not necessarily change the character of the neighborhood. It is not the type of change in circumstances that mitigates the concerns of the board. The immediate neighborhood surrounding the OPC contains 2 restaurants with outdoor customer areas and residential properties, all of which do predate the OPC operation. Although the owner contended that the 2 restaurants in the immediate vicinity of the facility no longer have objections to the expansion, the board has heard nothing from those owners in support of that contention. County code enforcement does receive frequent complaints about odor from the marijuana odors from the neighbors and concerned citizens. We have been unpersuaded by the applicant's contention that his record of no odor violations for his indoor closed facility, no greenhouse at current, presents reliable proof that a greenhouse operation would not contribute additional odors to the immediate vicinity. Also, we find that the neighborhood in which this is located has a concentration of OPC facilities already. We also had adopted Resolution 32, Series of 2016, to determine the most desirable sites for licensing of a new OPC are in rural areas of Fremont County on acreages of 10 acres or more. Although technically this is not a new OPC, this request is for a significant expansion. And finally, the last thing I would like to mention is that this authority gives weight to the socioeconomic and business concerns of the owners and patrons of the 2 restaurants that are close to this particular OPC. Again, both of those which do predate the OPC. So that's what I wanted to discuss. Gentlemen, anything?
You pretty much covered everything that I was going to say.
Well, yeah, important parts there.
Can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion, Madam Chair, that we approve resolution number 26, a resolution denying second request for modification of medical marijuana optional premises cultivation license OPC 14-006.
Second that.
All right, it has been moved and seconded to adopt Resolution 26, Series of 2017. This resolution denies the second request for modification of medical marijuana optional premises cultivation license at OPC 14-006. Is there further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne?
Aye.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, moving on to new business for consideration. This morning we have with us some folks from the Fremont County Heritage Commission. We have a proclamation for the Fremont Fall Heritage Festival, September 5th through October 15th. And I believe we have Linda Skinner with us this morning.
Yes, we
Good
do.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Just as a basic intro, the Fremont County Heritage Commission Board is, we focus on the Fremont County's heritage and promoting our unique history. 9 board members are appointed by the county commissioners, and we volunteer our time to serve on this board. And something that we've been doing since 2011 is the Fremont Fall Heritage Days, and I'm going to read the proclamation without glasses.
Thank you.
Whereas Fremont County is a community that values authentic and engaging activities that celebrate our heritage and provide interesting, fun, and educational events that promote awareness of our heritage. And whereas Fremont County is a community that benefits greatly from the many contributions of individuals and organizations that actively seek to identify, preserve, and promote our rich heritage and historical resources, which includes recorded history as well as our paleontological and geological richness and diversity. And whereas Fremont County Heritage Commission encourages local festivals and events that help educate residents and visitors about our heritage. And whereas the Fremont County Heritage Commission, in cooperation with the Fremont County Historical Society, Royal Gorge Regional Museum and History Center, and the Western Fremont County Historical Society, is sponsoring Fremont Fall Heritage Days during the period of September 5th, 2017 through October 15th, 2017, to provide venues for celebrating our heritage and historical resources in communities throughout the county. Now therefore, let it be proclaimed by the County Commissioners of Fremont County that September 5th, 2017 through October 15th, 2017 is hereby designated as Fremont Fall Heritage Days. The County Commissioners do urge all people of Fremont County to participate in identifying, preserving, promoting, and celebrating our rich heritage and historical resources during this period and throughout the year. And hopefully it'll be signed today, the 8th of August, 2017.
So this is the third or the fourth year for Fall Heritage Days?
Since 2011, is that correct?
Oh,
So
gosh, it's, wow. So even this, number
6 or
6?
7 years?
Number
Yes.
7? Number 7. More than I realized. I know that it's been growing every year, that more folks participate, more businesses, more organizations. It is just a really, really great thing. And so I would just urge people to actually get out, take a look, and see what's going on. There are a lot of things going on during this time. So thank you.
Yes. And those events can be found on our webpage, Fremont County Heritage. No, FremontHeritage.com, sorry.
FremontHeritage.com. Okay, so go take a look and show up. Join in some of the fun.
With that, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve, I guess,
Yes.
or accept,
Approve.
the proclamation for the Fremont County Heritage Day, September 5th, 2017 through October 15th, 2017.
Second that.
All right, it has been moved and seconded to approve a proclamation for Fremont Fall Heritage Festival, September 5th through October 15th of this year. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye?
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, and next we will go ahead and keep our Fremont County Heritage Commission up and go into a semi-annual report.
Okay, so I'm going to brag about some of the fun things we've been doing this year. In line with promoting our history and heritage of Fremont County, we've been working on giving more information to the public. One of the things we did was revise our brochure so that people could have a quick reference on what we do. A lot of people don't really know that the members of the public can nominate their favorite home or favorite site, might be their home or someone else's, as a local landmark. Or the other notable thing that we do is we publish the self-guided tour booklets, which Carol has a handful that we've done. We've found that it takes about a year to produce these, and yeah, we have 6, and we are working on the next one that will be coming out is a coal camps of Fremont County, and it's going to be a big one. So we also sponsored a workshop on how to apply and research local landmark sites. This was held in partnership with the Royal Gorge Museum and History Center. This year we had one local landmark site designated, and that was the Rialto Theater in Florence. The local landmark sites can request a plaque to put on their site, and the Rialto will be presented with their plaque at Pioneer Days in September. There's a lot of other little things we've done, but those are the biggest items that I have.
You are always busy.
Yes, we are.
It's very impressive to see how many members and supporters you have during some of these events throughout Fremont County.
Yeah.
So congratulations on another year well done, and thank you so much for all you all do for Fremont County.
And those self-guided tour booklets that Carol was talking about there, they are so popular, we can't hardly keep them in stock.
Yeah.
And they really fly off the shelves, that's for sure.
We do have those available here in the building in our office in room 105 for anyone who is interested in
They're
taking
kind of
look
like a
at
little
those.
scavenger hunt. They're really cool because you
They are.
take them and you go try to find this building or
Yeah.
something, so it's kind of cool. They're
And those are also, you can download those on our webpage as well.
It's better than the Pokemon game, I guarantee you.
All right, Linda, thank you so very much.
Thanks, Linda.
Our final item of new business today is a proclamation for celebration of the arts and art in the park. And we have with us this morning Barbara and Jim Smith. Good morning.
Morning.
Actually, it's Jim Maxon and Barbara Smith.
Oh, well, we have a wrong name down. Jim Maxon and Barbara Smith.
Jim Maxon.
All right. Sorry, Jim. I was just reading what was on the paper.
Barbara and I are married, but I kept my maiden name.
I support you, sir.
Today I represent Artifacts, which is a community resource supporting all forms of art in Fremont County. And I'd like to introduce my husband, Jim Maxon, Dawn Marie Mosier, who is also on Artifacts, and Dana Savage, who is representative from the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park today.
Good morning.
Morning.
Art in the Park, which is being sponsored by the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park, and Artifacts will celebrate all forms of art in Fremont County September 9th from 10 to 6 at the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park. For visual artists, musicians, dancers, and theater performances, it's an opportunity to create art and interact with the guests. For guests, it's an opportunity to an occasion to enjoy and buy art, as well as to appreciate the performing artists and their talents. In recognition of the event, we would appreciate a proclamation from the county commissioners, and I read as follows. By virtue of the power of the Fremont County Commissioners, we officially recognize Art in the Park, hosted by the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park. Whereas art is one of the most inspiring and special of human pursuits and is subscribed to by residents of Fremont County, and whereas art is a vital part of our lives as art study, performance, and appreciation, and are important to our social, cultural, historical, and educational development, and whereas art and the pursuit of art enriches our lives and plays increasingly important roles in our home, schools, and community, and whereas the endeavor of art develops a deeper understanding of multicultural values and beliefs, and whereas the Royal Gorge Art, Bridge, and Park and our resident artists are an integral part of our community. We therefore recognize September 9th, 2017 as a celebration of arts throughout Fremont County. And we're asking the county commissioners to encourage all community members and guests to recognize the arts and to attend the Celebration of Arts, sponsored by the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park and Artifacts, which is the community resource for arts, at the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park on September 9th from 10 to 6.
All right, thank you so much. Before we move forward with a motion and a vote, I would just like to ask if there's any one of you that would like to address a little bit further maybe the event at the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park on September the 9th to give some more information about that.
We would love to. I'm going to turn this over to Dana.
Surprise!
Hi, I'm Dana Savage. I'm in sales and marketing at the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park, and we're really excited about this event. We've never had an art in the park before, and we were approached by Artifacts, which I'm also a member of, to have a art event in the park. Admission for the artists, we have waived that. It's going to be free for artists to come. They will be able to sell their wares, and they will also be interactive with the guests that day. The same weekend last year, we had 1,697 guests in the park. We're hoping to closely double that this year. That evening will be our final Park in the Dark concert, so it can be an all-day, all-evening event. We're supporting Artifacts, and I'm a part of it. I'm proud to say I'm a part of it. It's a great organization. Please encourage anyone you know, beginning artists, experienced artists, people of all ages, all walks of life, are welcome to come to the park that day and be a part of an amazing community event. We plan to support this event every year. This is just the first year, and we have had an amazing amount of artists come forward.
makes a huge difference in this community to have you behind us.
All right, thank you so very much.
And I just wanted to add, it's all of the arts. It's theater, dance, fine art, everybody, book signing. And I also want to especially thank the park. It was Artifact's idea, but we went to the park and they just ran with it. They got, they're helping us with publicity, they're waiving all the fees. It's just really a good thing, amazing results.
We do wish you the very best of luck. Yes, please.
These are photographs that Jim and Barb took yesterday. This is a ballet troupe that's going to, you can pass them around. This is a ballet troupe that's going to be performing that day. And so we took some preliminary pictures, photographs. We like the gentleness and delicacy of
Maybe we can get a shot of this. I don't know. We'll see.
among the rugged background of
There we go. How wonderful. So it's a group of ballerinas who will be there dancing. And
which ballet troupe are they with? And I want to recognize Don Marie Moser. This whole artifacts thing was, we're next door neighbors.
back to the microphone, please, so our folks at home can hear you.
I do want to mention Don Marie Moser. She came to me with this idea, and then we picked these two wonderful people to join us. This was her idea to bring all the arts throughout Fremont County together as one. Instead of separate art entities, we want one big family of artists.
I think that's wonderful. Collaboration is always a great thing, so thank you all so much. All right, gentlemen, your wishes?
I wish you all good luck with this. This is a great deal. And with that, I move to adopt proclamation for celebration of the arts in the park.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve this proclamation for celebration of the arts and art in the park on September 9th, 2017 at the Royal Gorge Bridge. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall?
Aye.
Commissioner Payne?
Aye.
Commissioner Bell?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you all
Thank you.
so much. There being no further business before this board, we are adjourned.
Those are cool pictures. The picture itself.
You gotta be careful. It starts spinning too much, they fly off.
Catch a wind.
It's all one. It's all one. And I didn't print another one, so if she wants one.
So the only thing that isn't is the
We're going to do
I don't know exactly.
Never done it. I just figured this is way better.
So, but you can get that. You can get the gist. I don't know